Hey, it's Jordan,
It's Sebastian.
and we're here with the Local Lowdown doing a mini interview with Erin Wagner, who's one of our very own here at Fredonia, but also one of the many integral members of the Local Lowdown. So you want to introduce yourself as a solo artist and also your role in the band that you're in, Second Spring.
Yeah, so as he said, I'm Erin Wagner. I have one single out myself, and then I'm also a singer, and I play keyboard from my band Second Spring, which is based out of Ithaca, New York. And yeah, we have one album out right now, so that's where you can hear my music.
For sure. Do you want to name some of the other members in Second Spring as well and what they do?
Yeah, so the other members are Karis Banford. She's a singer, and she also plays piano on some of the songs. Isabella Gold, another singer and guitarist. Isaiah Berger is our bassist, and Aaron Kaplan Hall is our drummer. And then one member of our band, Alec Travis, passed away about 1.5 years ago. He was our lead guitarist, and he also contributed compositions to pretty much all of our music that's out right now and music that's to come in the future.
Gotcha.
So our first question is about the new album from Second Spring, The Tide. And so it's just about the songs, and I want to do this like fun, like kind of like word association
Okay.
with some of the some of the songs. So when I say when I'm talking about Horizon Closing, what comes to mind about that?
The opening song.
Yeah, well, technically it's the second song
Right.
because it starts with Alec's intro, but that song was actually the first song that we all wrote like together as a band, like start to finish. It was all written in one day. And that one is like, it's about seasonal depression, basically. It's about the winter and just like feeling like it's just dark and gloomy and wanting to go out and do things.
The
but you
haunting
can't.
organ at
Yeah.
the beginning. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like I wouldn't have picked up on that, but it's interesting to hear that.
No, not the seasonal depression. I didn't. I kind of get it now because like definitely like the title Horizon Closing.
Yeah.
It's like very solemn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for the next one we have Grandma's Sweater. So
I guess if one word that would come to mind for that song is irony, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how specific you wanted me to go into that. That one is actually kind of a funny story. A little insight I can give, I guess, to the story behind it is that song is actually about me from the perspective of somebody else.
yeah.
You know, I kind of was picking up on there was something going on there because just in the way the chorus comes in, I could tell it was like, I don't know. There was something going on that
Sort
I
of
wasn't
like
picking up on.
sarcastic, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
So the next one is Rain Song. The Trees Are Breathing.
I guess I don't know one word that would describe it, but the title was like an idea for a song that Alec had. Actually, that was the first song for the album that we finished, and that song was written by Alec had written some lyrics, and he would just send them to people. Like he would write lyrics that didn't have any song in mind or chords or anything, and that was like just some lyrics he had sent out to all of the singers. It had never been anything, and then like a few weeks after he passed away, I like was looking through things he had sent me, and I took those lyrics and I like wrote the piano chords to it. That's what it had been titled originally, so we just decided to keep that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that was like one of his personal songs more?
Yeah.
Okay.
The melody and the chords, like the song part of it hadn't existed,
Yeah,
but
the
he
lyrics.
had all the
Okay,
lyrics.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really powerful to see how Alex is it Alex or Alec?
Alec.
Alec, okay, sorry. Alec, his influence like carries on into the music, and you see that in the interludes. It becomes like a big part of the project, and I think it's powerful that you guys did that. So
Yeah, definitely. That's what we were going for.
yeah.
The next one was Jill, And this one I'm pretty curious about.
That one actually has a similar story to Rain's song also. That
Oh,
was one that Isabella, I called her Isabella before, but she's a close friend, so I call her Izzy. She had taken those lyrics that Alec had also wrote, but he had written like chords to it already. And so he had like just a voice memo recording of him playing guitar to it. So she just came up with the melody from the lyrics and put them over the recording he had already made. But
Wow.
the recording, like the guitar part in the actual album is re-recorded. That's Izzy playing it herself. That's not
oh,
Alec's
okay.
recording, but
Yeah,
he had wrote the guitar part.
that's cool. That's like an interesting like way to just the way like memos are so like people like use them in songs, and you can just like make a memo and then like upload it, and it's like it sounds great. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I don't know that we're so lucky.
We just
for
always have a portable recorder they can use for
exactly. It's
anything.
crazy.
And I feel like people rarely delete them. So
Yeah,
like if
no.
you have your phone for a long time, you can like go all
That's
the
so
way
true,
back
yeah.
and be like, I don't even know what
Yeah.
this was about, but
Yeah.
It's like the Notes app or something like that.
yeah.
Same thing. And then the last one we have the title track, "The Tide."
Yes, so The Tide was kind of like our baby. That was the one we spent the most time on. Isaiah and Alec had kind of written that one together, like certain pieces of it, and then we reworked it and added different parts. That intro is a recording from Alec's voice memos, and then the guitar solo is actually from our music teacher from high school,
Oh,
Dara.
wow.
He came in and he recorded that guitar solo, and so we kind of like pieced all these different things together for that one, and so
Cool.
That's cool. It's a big project overall, like not only from having so many members in the band, and just having also so many vocalists. I feel like it gives you guys like a big sound. But yeah, it's cool to see how you're like bringing other people into it as well. So yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the performances you guys have done. You've performed in Ithaca Commons more than once. What's it like performing there, and how many times have you performed there?
So we've performed officially there on the common stage, which is called the Bernie Milton Pavilion,
Oh, okay.
twice officially, and both times they were at like climate change events.
Yeah, I saw.
Sweet.
Like, if you look at the Instagram picture, you can see a lot of like
Yeah, like go
climate change
green
ones.
things. Yeah, we had like kind of a joke that like our band was like a like climate change activist band because that was
Yeah.
everything we got recruited to. Like we
Yeah.
played
Yeah,
at
'cause
like a
I mean,
compost
if
festival.
you look at like your Instagram, at least it's like it's very nature driven and like
Yeah,
you
even the
know,
artwork though too, like for the single cover.
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely care about the planet, you know? Like
For sure.
we care about the cause, so it's nice to perform
So
at
there,
those
so there
things.
was like no real occasion for playing there the both times. It was just like like it was climate change situation just at the same time.
Yeah, like the first time it was one of the youth climate rally things and they wanted performers, so we got
Oh, okay.
asked to
So
do
it
that.
was okay.
Yeah, and the
So it
second
was
time
for
was like
that.
this Earth Day event.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you guys like, did they ask for you guys, or did you like request?
Yeah, they asked us to come both times,
That's
and
cool.
then other people would see us. Like someone from like the Cornell Compost Festival saw us and was like, "Do you want to play at our Compost Festival?" And we were like,
Yeah.
"We didn't know there was a Compost Festival, but that sounds cool." So we did that too.
Cool. Yeah. So now getting on to you as a solo artist. I've heard rumors from
Some rumors
sources
going around.
about a second single coming up after your first one, Emma. Yeah, and I was just wondering like if you're like plan on releasing that, or that's like more of a like personal project, or you know.
Yeah, so I guess my plan right now, hopefully, not making any promises, I guess, is to get an EP recorded over the summer. Hopefully it will be out in the fall. Yeah, so the second single that I know you're referring to, because I played it for you before, is called You Are the Sun.
Crazy rumor.
This crazy thing I heard through the grapevine.
I dive deep with my
A&R team going crazy.
Really deep research.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have one version of that done, but for some reason it's not right yet.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how
It's
to
with the
describe it. I need it. I want to feel like it's perfect before
Yeah.
it's out. So hopefully soon.
Are
Okay.
you planning on like releasing it just with the EP or like as a second single for the EP?
I guess it just depends on when it's right, you know?
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, so before we close out, I just want to maybe talk a little about some of your influences. This could be as Second Spring or as a solo artist. Is there any people that you draw from in particular?
Yeah, definitely Lake Street Dive, because that's something that, I mean, they're my favorite artist, and it's an interest that lots of the band members all share too. So that's kind of in
Cool.
Second Spring.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as far as the band goes, they're definitely influenced a lot by like 60s, 70s, like rock bands, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, the Beatles and stuff. And then me and Izzy and Karis kind of bring in more of the like pop vocal stuff. Sammy Ray and the Friends is a big influence. Couch. Yeah, Lake Street Dive. It's just like what I listen to a lot, and I just like when I go to write a song, I'm just like I just want to write something that I would listen to. So that's kind of just
Are
how
those
it
bands
becomes.
more like Couch and I couldn't hear the other one you said. So like something
Sammy Ray.
Sammy Ray. Okay. Are those like those are like pure pop or are those more like R&B?
Yeah, I guess they're all kind of in this realm of like pop, R&B,
Okay.
like funk, sort of rock.
So they kind
soul.
of
Yeah.
are like Lake Street Dive.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what because you said pop and I was like, whoa, I didn't know.
Pop just encompasses so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up for this interview. Thank you so much, Erin, for talking with us today, opening up about Alec. It's always much appreciated to hear that story. And yeah, I hope the best for all the members of Second Spring. Glad we got to talk to Erin today. And yeah, ready to close it out with me here, Sebastian?
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in to the Local Lowdown on 88.9 WCBF, the campus and community voice of Fredonia.
Do.
Do. All right, thanks everyone. Bye-bye.